Alon Modis is with us. Alon Modis is a CEO and co-founder of BetterHelp.
Not the guy from Tesla?
No, yeah. This is not the guy who invented
What's
Tesla.
his name?
Elon Musk.
This
is Alon Modis.
I got the wrong email.
Different guy, as impressive. He's launched a number of companies, but what's interesting here is BetterHelp is a mobile app that matches users with mental health professionals.
That helps.
Russ and Nailz use that. Alon, thank you so much for swinging by today. How are you doing?
Hi guys, thank you for having me. It's great talking to you.
Hey, listen, talk about this. This is pretty interesting. You know, we see apps for just about everything, from ordering pizza online to getting directions home to moving money in our bank account. But I don't think I have ever heard of an app that connects users with mental health professionals. Tell us how it started.
Exactly, and that's exactly how it started. It started actually with me having some difficulties and challenges around 3 years ago. Actually, on my previous startup, which was kind of struggling with a lot of drama and investors issues and board issues, and put a lot of stress, almost borderline depression, into my life. And I was looking for a solution. And we do everything online. I do everything online. Like you said, we order pizza and you get deliveries and you buy stuff and you sell stuff and you play online, you communicate online. But for the thing it's the most thing that you care about the most, being happy, it's actually I couldn't find any solution. The only thing I found is kind of apps that self-help and give you some very generic advice that doesn't really help. And there are some great people out there that are licensed and certified and learned many years to help other people. But, none of it was available online.
What is so interesting about this? First of all, the headline reads: "Depressed CEO creates resource for dealing with condition," which is great. Number two, this is called telemedicine, isn't it, Alon?
Go ahead.
Telemedicine, right?
Yes, it is telemedicine, and actually we earlier this year we got acquired by Teladoc, which is the largest telemedicine provider nationwide, and they do a lot of things on the medical side and on the behavioral side, and we add another component to what they do. And telemedicine is a really booming trend now of people that find help without needing to drive somewhere and without the need to clear half the day to see a doctor or, in this case, a therapist.
So you find a therapist through the app, but you don't have your little therapy sessions through the app. It's like, okay, when I was 16, I saw my grandmother naked.
Finding a therapist is only the first thing in this process. But then also the actual communication with a therapist is through the app or the mobile site or the desktop site. So you communicate with your therapist anytime you want, from everywhere you are. He can be close to you, he can be far away from you, but the entire process, the entire therapy is done online.
Okay, now by the way,
I like that.
But you can. I want you to, as we're showing the television audience, bring the website back up there. It's BetterHelp.com. And of course, Alon Modis is the CEO and co-founder of the company. And basically, it matches. It's an app that matches users with mental health professionals, and it's called telemedicine. And by the way, it's done through your phone or your iPad. I've got to believe, Alon, that this takes out some of the stigma of. I mean, I think part of the stigma would be parking the car in front of the doctor's office, walking in the psychologist's office, and seeing a bunch of people in the waiting room. I mean, this takes that completely away, does it not?
Yeah, it has three main advantages. One of them is of course the stigma and the shame that's around it, but it's also easier than going to a doctor. You can do it from wherever you are, from work, from home, wherever you have a connection in either a computer or a smartphone. And it's also much more affordable than going to a therapist and paying $150 an hour on average.
How can I ask you about the adaptability with the doctors themselves? I mean, how? I mean, obviously you've been acquired by a pretty impressive company. Obviously you're doing well and you're revenue positive, but I'm surprised that doctors wouldn't be more resistant. But by looking at the app and looking online, doctors are signing up for this thing.
Yep, therapists. We have over 1,000 therapists active on the system providing therapy online through our system. We have hundreds more in waiting lists, so we have a lot of adoption. We're pretty overwhelmed by the responsiveness of the therapists and counselors community. They're looking for ways to expand their practice. A lot of our therapists are actually, when we started this, we thought it would be mostly therapists earlier in their career, can't really do. But what we actually found, it's a lot of people that are retirees, people that have been providing counseling for many years, 20, 30 years. Now they're retired. They're not going to open a private practice. They're still know a lot and want to contribute a lot, but the way for them to do that is online.
Yeah, good stuff. Alon, thank you so much. I want to have you back on the air with us. Alon Modis, CEO and founder of BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com. Well, we've seen a lot of good ideas in this program.
Well, he's depressed. He starts a company. It's successful. I wonder how he's doing now. It sounds pretty happy.
He's very happy.
Kind of cured himself.
But the interesting part of this thing is I've never even think about that. Wouldn't it be great? I want to talk to my therapist, put it on FaceTime. Lay down on the couch, hold up the iPad.
Yeah. And you can pass on that information like, hey, that guy's nuts, grab him.
Yeah. Why is there beer in your background there, Rusty? Didn't we talk about substance abuse?
Right.